of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, I'm champion. The game is in trouble. I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle. Like
hello everyone and welcome to another episode of EuroLeague Weekly. I'm Dora Panteli and as always with me, George EP14, aka Amerikanos.
Another double week in the books, Mrs. Panteli, and another one coming up for you.
We look fresh though for a double week.
Yes,
look.
yes,
I had really good makeup, that's why.
High energy on Squeak TV here on EuroLeague Weekly. Let's get into it.
No, before we start with what we have for this week, we have a lot of things and a lot of highlights. Let's not forget what our fans should do.
Yeah, of course.
Must be doing every week, actually.
Smash that like button. Make sure to follow Squeak TV across all social media platforms. The social media team has been on fire, especially to the start of the season. They got everything's on point. We'll talk about that more under Tales of the Timeline.
Okay, let's start with the teams that give us a good impression. And the teams that disappointed us a little bit. I'm going to start with one of my favorite teams, not because of the coach.
How many favorite teams you get? I want to sort.
Besides the Greek teams, because I'm Greek, I need to support the Greek teams.
Besides the Greek teams, how many favorite teams you get?
I'll go with Zalgiris and Monaco.
So two. So everybody gets two.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Everybody gets two. What are you? Oh, you're going to tell
I'm
me
not.
a little bit.
Mine is not. The Greek teams are not my favorite. They're not.
Well,
not the way they're playing right now.
You have to support your country.
All right.
But let's move on to Coach Spanulis's team. Monaco has been playing great from the beginning of the season. Okay, they had a period that they were declining a little bit, but you know, in the past 5 rounds or so, they've been playing amazing. 5 straight wins with amazing percentages, with good wins, especially against Real Madrid, against Barcelona, and Valencia. That was first before that game. And you know, Mike James keep being the MVP of the. One of the MVPs,
ladies and gentlemen,
of the league. What's a flu?
I was never buying stock on Valencia. Monaco, we've said it before. When they want to play, they're the best team in the league. They got players at every position, players that complement each other well. Which for me, when you try to build a roster, one guy comes out, the other guy that comes in has to do what his predecessor doesn't do well. So Spanulis has their guys playing well. Marquee win at Valencia. That was a big game for them.
Yeah.
Standing-wise and as far as sizing up where they rank against the other tems. So, yeah, the Roca team, they're going to be here. They're going to be one of the 4 teams.
Yeah, and they're solid. And besides Mike James, because I always talk about Mike James, because besides Monaco being one of my favorite teams, Mike James is one of my favorite players. And not tell me the opposite.
I mean, how can you not like Mike James?
Of course. So how can you not like Mike James? But what about Elio Kobo? What about Alpha Diallo? Mirotis, they've been playing great this year, especially Alpha Diallo, who's going to be on our starting 5 too. He's been having another amazing year with Monaco.
Yeah. So it's all about those guys when you look at the defensive end and switching and hitting the open shots. If Alpha and Duran hit the open 3 ball, they're basically unbeatable.
So let's move on now to the team that, you know, they started on not very well, but then they had the coach change, and they were doing great, especially in defense. And now for the past games, their defense has not been at the same level.
Unfortunately.
And so the results are not at the same level. I don't know, it's one of your favorite teams. One of your favorite players.
I am Team Chima Moneke.
Yeah.
Team Chima Moneke. He's playing for Baskonia. Last year, I liked Baskonia. Now it's Red Star. Wherever he goes, I will support my guy. He played well this week. It looks like they're having a little bit of an identity crisis with all the players returning from injury. It's going to be tough for Coach Obradovic to figure out a role and how to include Butler and Dora, and for both of them to have a good game. So it's a mini crisis.
It's a mini crisis, and
losing
you know what?
To Valencia. So let's be real here. If just with this double week, I understand they have 1 win in the last 5 games, but
they were playing against Zalgiris and Valencia.
So Valencia, they beat Pana here, and they beat Oli here.
Yeah.
So they're serious.
They were number 1 in the.
So they're serious, right? And then Zalgiris, that's a tough arena that anybody can go lose. So I'm not ready to sell based on the double week.
No.
Based on the past 5 games, that's a different story.
Yeah, they have 1 win in the past 4 games, and it's not losing. I've said it many times for all the teams. It's not about losing. It's how you lose. When you lose with a basketball that is not representative of what you can do or of what you've shown you can do. And they've shown us that they can play amazing defense. That is a problem right there.
Yeah, but
you
with
know,
all these guys
Coach
coming back,
Obradovic has
Dora-
done a lot of things since he took over.
He's in a tough situation because he has to bench somebody. Somebody needs to get benched. So the power forward, we have Chima and Semiojele. All right. So now Boy comes back. Izundu, you had Demo trying to help your team. How is Noora going to get his 20 with Jared Butler also playing and Cody Miller-McIntyre, who's been amazing so far this year? So it's a challenge to figure out a role for all these guys and try to make a rotation.
Before we move on to our starting five, I have a question for you regarding this matter.
Yes,
Were you
ma'am.
expecting, because we're talking about how we're disappointed from Red Star, that Red Star will have this run that they had after Coach Obradovic took over?
I expected them to go 1-1 this week. I expected them to take care of business at home against Valencia. Do you remember how they lost to Valencia? It was a hard-fought game in Spain. Chima had his worst game of the year. He came back from injury. I thought that they had that game circled. I thought they were going to beat Valencia, and apparently they have complaints from the officiating. I thought they should have gone 1-1 this week.
Okay.
Had they did, they would probably not be on our
We'll
top
give
five.
them some more time.
Yeah.
We'll give them some more time. And we're ready to move on to our first segment for today. So let's start with our team of the week, powered by Novibet. Let's remind you here that we select the players not only based on their performance, of course, but based on the outcome of the game. So they need to go 2-2 in this previous double week to be in our starting five. So we'll start with, as I said before, one of my favorite players of all time, Mike James from Monaco. He had an amazing double week. He was the playmaker for Coach Spanulis' team against Partizan. He had 11 points and 8 assists and an easy win, of course. And right after that, against Valencia, he had 14 points and 10 assists. He keeps on scoring, he keeps on creating, and a lot of credit for that goes to Coach Spanulis. So, another MVP candidate maybe for Mike James. Without a doubt, he's been having another amazing season. Next on our list is Armoni Brooks. And yes, I know at the beginning of the season, if we were saying that Armoni Brooks will be on our starting five for about 3 times so far, you wouldn't believe it. But he's been having an amazing season with Armani Milan and an amazing double week for him. He was the key player against the big win away from home at Telecom Arena and against Panathinaikos with 24 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 blocks, and 28 points in performance index rating. And 3 days later, he did exactly the same thing against FS at home, and he was even better, allow me to tell you, with 31 points, 8 rebounds, 32 points in performance index rating, and of course, a big W against FS. Another player for Coach Spanulis' team from Monaco in our starting five today, Alpha Diallo. I've said in the past, if it was an award for the most improved player of EuroLeague every year, Alpha Diallo will be taking this award. He's been doing an amazing job for Monaco these past years, not only in defense, but also in offense, so on both ends of the floor. Especially this week against Partizan, he had 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 17 points in performance index rating. And against Valencia, he had 17 points with amazing percentages, 2 rebounds and 2 assists. And on top of that, 2 steals, very crucial. So Alpha Diallo keeps helping Coach Spanulis' team and keeps helping his teammates. He's being consistent. He's been amazing this year. So hats off to Alpha Diallo. Now, for our power forward position, Toko Sengelia. From Barcelona, Toko is back. And the result can prove that. He was amazing against Maccabi. He had 22 points with amazing percentages. He grabbed 2 rebounds. He gave 4 assists for 27 points in performance index rating. And against Partizan, he had 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 assists, and 19 points in performance index rating. Barcelona was able to win both games, and Toko Sengelia is back, and we're very happy for that, and I'm sure Xavi Pascual is happy too. You know who else is back? Eddie Tavares. Yeah, you heard that right. The center of Real Madrid, he's back, and he had an amazing double week, especially against Asvel. He had 12 points and 9 rebounds, 25 points in performance index rating, and a big W for Real Madrid. And 2 days later, he had 9 points and 11 rebounds against Maccabi. He's flirting with a double-double, but he's getting there. We know he can do it. He's been doing it his entire career, especially with Real Madrid. Real won both games. Eddie is back. We're happy for that. We missed him having big games. And you know what? He's one of the best centers in the league, so he needs to be in our starting 5. And let me add to those 2 amazing performances this past double week for Eddie Tavares, the fact that he became EuroLeague's all-time rebound leader with 2,016 rebounds, surpassing Zalgiris Kaunas legend Paulius Jankūnas. He didn't make it on our starting 5 because his team didn't go 2 for 2 in this double week. However, he made it on the Are You Serious section, and I'm talking, of course, about Sasha Vezenkov, one of our favorite players. George, am I right?
Yes, he's definitely one of our favorite players. I do not agree with him being on the segment because I think
But he's amazing. You know, last year against Bayern, he had his record with 45 points.
So coach should have left him in? I never asked you this. If you were coach, would you leave him in to break the record?
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Why?
Ever. Because I know what happens when you leave players in at the end of the game.
You know, everybody wanted me to ask this question after the game last year, and I didn't. Because I respect coach's decision.
Ask Derrick Rose.
So I know my job very well.
Chicago Bulls fans. Ask Chicago Bulls fans. Ask Derrick Rose. Ask anybody who's been coached by Tom Thibodeau. Ask Kobe Bryant and Laker fans what happened when Mike D'Antoni just left him in the game to play extra minutes. So anyway, no, I'm with Coach on that one.
Yeah, I'm with Coach on that one. That's why I didn't ask last year.
No, that's not why you didn't ask, Dora. I'm not a, no.
No. I didn't ask because I respect Coach Barzoka's decision.
No, that's not. No, I'm not going to let that slide.
But this year, Sasha Vezenkov had an amazing double week, even though Olympiacos lost to Fener. And regarding the win against Bayern, besides the fact that I think Bayern is his favorite team, for all the reasons that I mentioned.
What happens when he plays Bayern?
I don't know. He had 45 points last year, 25 this year, and, you know, it looks like he can do everything.
You know what? His name, have I told you his middle name? Sasha Lightwork Vezenkov. Sasha Lightwork Vezenkov. Are you serious, Sasha? 10 straight makes after going 0 of 2. 10 of 12, 25 with only 2 dribbles. I know you're serious.
And he missed his first 2 shots, but after that it was smooth.
But light work. Just light work, man.
Yeah.
It's easy money.
And you know, he's the only player in EuroLeague that he can score so many points by almost not dribbling at all.
Effortless. Maybe that's what I said.
He makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to be like, are you sweating?
Look, he's just jogging.
Yeah.
Jogging.
And you know what? Even a lot of people
done.
will say that he's not very athletic. I'm going to tell you that he's been grabbing rebounds out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere? Are you going to our next segment, Dora?
Should I?
You should.
Not yet, George. Before we move on to our out of nowhere performance, let me comment that Sasha Vezenkov was the MVP of this round, of round 21. So that says a lot.
He's the L MVP, the light work MVP.
The light work MVP.
Light work. And he broke a record, a PIR record.
Yeah, for Olympiacos.
I don't know what that means. Is that English or I don't.
It's the performance index
Don't
rating
nobody
leader
care about that.
for Olympiacos.
Don't nobody care about that. Throw it away.
It says a lot of things.
It says a lot of things.
And his plus minus was plus 22.
Plus minus, yes.
Plus 22
plus
this week.
Minus, I accept that stat. I accept that.
Now I'm ready to move on to our next segment.
I don't know where he came from. He came from America, no doubt about that. But Richaun Holmes
is back.
Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah,
Sherlock Holmes. That's not so funny, but I had to do it. What a performance against Virtus Bologna. It seems like Coach Ataman got fed up with the rest of his bigs, and he's like, all right, I'm paying this guy over $2 million. Might as well throw him in the fire.
Yeah.
Good thing that he wasn't forced to play hedge out pick and roll defense. Richaun Holmes, out of nowhere, powered by PUMA. He did his thing with 16 points, 5 of 8 from 2, 6 of 7 from the line, 9 boards, 2 blocks of steal, and PIR of 24, whatever that means, plus minus 18. Honestly, what I liked the most about his performance was how concentrated he was.
Yeah, and he was from the first minute until the end. His consistency for a big guy is something that you're not going to see in many players. And let's not forget, George, that he wasn't playing for a lot of time.
Yeah.
And it's not easy to go back and play like he did, to dominate and rebounding, to finish all your baskets around the hoop. Like, he was amazing.
What I don't like is coach playing him many consecutive minutes. I think he played 12 straight minutes. I would like him to come out at the 2-minute mark in the first quarter, come back in, give him breathers.
Well, I think he tried other options, and they didn't work out, and they really needed that W because of the previous results. And I think Richaun Holmes, what he's doing that other players cannot do, even though he gave a lot of credit for his NBA career to Kenneth Farid. I don't know if you watched our interview after. He said he has influenced me when it comes to the way I play and my work ethic, and so that's a lot. That means a lot for the relationship these two big guys have. But he's been doing something that nobody else can do at Panathinaikos. He's been finishing around the rim with a lot of consistency. He can catch the ball really high.
Okay. And not bring it back down.
And not bringing back down. He's been controlling the rebounds in both ends, so he's helping Panathinaikos not only in offense but in defense too, which was the key for this win against Virtus.
Can he guard the pick and roll against good teams? And can he not miss defensive rotations is the two questions moving forward, because I envision
very valid
Richaun
questions.
Holmes being in the starting five.
Yeah.
If he can, if he can dominate those two factors.
George, this is something that requires a lot of work in practice and a lot of games to be played with your teammates, because defense is all about, first of all, effort, but second, in that level, communication. So the big guy needs to communicate very well. Yeah, cooked.
What's
but
that
what?
smell?
He needs to be back and being consistent in playing those certain minutes and to communicate with his guards in order for him to be consistent in defense.
Such respect. What a pleasure. What a pleasure to be on this panel with you. She cooked, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, and before we leave that section, I have to say, what a pleasant surprise to have his parents here.
That was nice.
They've been all over social media, all over the websites and channels. We had them live on our show, but you know what? I loved the energy. And the most important thing, I don't know if you know, his father is a pastor, his mom is a motivational speaker, and they've been supporting him throughout his injury. Also, of course, physically, they've been watching video and clips with him and highlights to correct his games, but also they've been trying to boost him up.
Mama Holmes helping with the pick and roll defense?
Yeah, they've been watching.
She should be
they've been watching clips together. I don't know.
Put her on the staff then.
Are you ready for our game today, our Trace and Chase game? Guess who? Because I'm gonna win. I wanted to say this year I'm gonna be winning every single Sunday, George.
Oh my God, man. First of all, I just gave you the win last week. I just a gentleman allowing the
presenter
to win. Hey man, so before we get into this, because it's gonna be tough. Everybody, just so you know, every purchase you make on traceandchase.com with the promo code SQUEEK10, I repeat, SQUEEK10, you get 10% off your purchase, and you automatically enter a raffle to win tickets to any game you want, wherever, whenever. So make sure you take advantage of the SQUEEK10 code on traceandchase.com. And so what are we doing today, Dora?
Now that you bought some time to get ready, psychologically, we're gonna open up our packages.
Okay. Then
from Trace and Chase,
then
our Panini cards.
Then.
And then we're gonna play Guess Who with 10 questions.
10 questions. Only one card
and if you remember, if you can recall this past year, 2025, I won last time.
So quick question. We're playing for one card, right? So I get to pick whoever I want, right? From the 5 that I'm opening right now?
Oh, you're gonna try to, oh no, you're
yes
gonna,
or no?
Oh, wait.
Yes or no?
Okay.
The first one? The first one?
Without looking.
Face up, the first one.
Without looking, you and me.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Don't look.
No, the first one.
Who's making the rules here?
The first one.
I don't know. Okay, let's go.
The first one. You go first?
Yeah.
All right,
I'm asking you. Is he European?
Yes.
Okay. Is he playing for a team that right now is higher in the standings, like the first 6 spots? Are you looking at the standings?
I mean, all the teams are tied, so what do you want me to do? They all have the same record, basically.
Okay.
Are they top 6? They are not top 6. That's 2 questions.
Okay. They're not top 6. Is it, is he playing the guard? Really, George? Like,
I'm not going to help you at all.
wait, what are you looking? Like, you don't know yourself.
Well, all right, he's a guard forward.
He's a guard forward.
I didn't want to tell you this.
Oh.
I didn't want to tell you this.
But you did. Okay. He's European. He's a guard forward. Is he playing for... That's 3 questions right there. Okay. So is he playing for a Spanish team?
No.
Is he playing for... That's 4 questions. Is he playing for a Turkish team?
No.
Is he playing for a Serbian team?
No.
6. A Greek team?
No.
A Lithuanian team?
Yes.
Woo.
You have 2 questions remaining.
Okay. Is he Brasdeikis?
How did you know? Because of guard forward? Because of guard forward, right? That's how you knew it. That's how you knew it.
You have to be... Nowadays, George, I found out that you have to be very careful what you're saying. How you pose
What do you mean
your
nowadays?
statements.
Oh,
Nowadays,
okay.
nowadays.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
All right. Congratulations. That's actually a good one.
Thank you. And because I want to be fair...
No, I don't want.
I'm just not going to
fair.
look and just pick one player. I'm not going to just take the hardest one to find. Okay, let's start.
All right. Has he won the EuroLeague?
Yes.
Nice.
I think he saw it. But anyway, I'm going to pretend that he didn't see it. Anyway.
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Is he American or European?
that's not a question.
Yes, it is. It's a this or
It
that
has
question.
to be a yeah. Oh.
It's a this or that question. American or European? It's a question. Hey, man.
It's the question is like, is he European?
Is he European or American? He could be something else.
He's European.
He
Okay, he's
He could be from
European.
Australia. He could be Asian.
He's European.
He's European. He's won the EuroLeague. He's European. Okay, so you won with 8 questions. You had 2 remaining, and then you said Brasdeikis. So
Yeah.
I have to win with less than 8, right? Okay. He's European. He's won it. Has he won it in the last 3 years?
No.
So he won it way back in the day. Is he Greek?
Yes.
Okay. How many questions is that now?
4.
So he's Greek. He won it way back in the day. So he probably won it with one of the Greek teams. So he probably won it one of the Greek teams. He's probably one of the legends. He's probably one of the 2 legends. Does he do a podcast nowadays?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes. 5.
So he's not one of the 3 guys that does a podcast. He's Greek, so he's not Teo, 3D, or George.
No.
Okay. How many questions have I asked? 5?
5.
All right. Has he played for Pana and Oli?
No.
Okay. So he's played only for one of the 2.
6.
He's Greek.
2 more.
He's Greek. And he's played only for one of the 2. And he won it way back in the day. So a Greek player that won it with Pana and Oli way back in the day. He hasn't played for both teams, so it's not Billy. And you were disappointed. So it should have been the easy one. So it has to be one of the guys that won it. Okay. Did he win? Was he part of the teams of 2005 and 2006 for the Greek national team?
No.
This doesn't make sense because he's Greek, but he wasn't playing for the national teams, and it wasn't from the team that won it the last 3 years. Last 3 years, Pana won it. So all the teams.
Well, that means he's older, George.
Oh, so you're talking about way back, way back. Fragis Albertis?
Yes.
You helped me. I don't accept.
I shouldn't do this.
No.
I shouldn't, but I'm a good person.
No, you're a good person. You're a good person. You helped me.
Okay.
You helped me a lot. I wouldn't find it. I was about to say Nikos Gallis, so
Okay.
I don't know if they have a trace.
Not that bad.
I would pay big money for Nikos Gallis.
They should have, but they wouldn't be here.
Yeah. You helped me though, so I'm not going to accept this victory. I will not
It's okay.
accept it.
I'll give it to you. I'm a good person.
No. I don't want that.
I feel generous.
I don't want that. You helped me a lot. I wouldn't have gotten it. That means it's ready, George. That was funny though.
Okay.
That was funny. But
our fans are back, so is our hot take segment. Are you ready? Why are you looking like that?
I don't know.
I'm
what
just
these
like,
guys...
why is he's not ready for that?
Sometimes we have good takes on our Squeak Fan Zone. Sometimes we have good takes.
They might be good. I never read them beforehand, so I am not prepared. I want to look surprised.
You want me to read it just for this once?
No.
No, let's switch seats.
You're the psychologist. Okay, let's do it.
Let's switch seats. All right.
Okay.
Hot take number 1. After Anadolu, it's time for another Turkish team to go back-to-back. Fener will win this year's EuroLeague. Decolo and Silva were the 2 missing pieces from our squad, and now we have everything. Talent, experience, athleticism, personalities, a great coach, everything. The only team that I fear in the final is Panathinaikos because they would be playing at home. But I think that right now we are the number 1 favorites. Cheers for Emre in Turkey.
Okay, I'll be honest. Of course, I have great respect for Sarunas Jaskevicius. I was thinking actually yesterday that I met him when he was a player. I was a player for Panathinaikos. He was a player for Panathinaikos. I know him for so many years. I really respect him. I was admiring him, respecting him as a player.
You're just flexing now.
I'm not flexing.
Just give us, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Give us a bicep, give us a bicep.
You know,
yeah.
I really respect, because he has done a lot in his career as a player and then as a coach. He has many Final Four appearances, he has titles. So I do respect Coach Saras. Now, about Fenerbahce, a big club with a big investment. However, I think that making moves in the middle of the season and making moves at the beginning as well a little bit. I don't know if it looks like there is a problem. Usually the teams that they go all the way, they don't do moves like that in the middle of the season.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take.
You know, because they're solid. Every time you add a piece, you need to start reconstructing the rest. So I don't know if they can keep being consistent and they keep having that philosophy they're having, even though they add 2 different players, a legendary player and a guy who's like a role player like Silva.
Chris Silva is an important signing. They needed a center. But, Dora, sorry to interrupt you.
I don't know.
I just don't understand why you fear because they're going to be on their home floor. Because Fener, I feel like, even though I don't have them in my Final Four, I've picked the Greek teams, Hapoel and Monaco, to make it to the Final Four.
Yeah, I haven't picked them for the Final Four either.
So Fener, even though we're clearly sleeping on them, everybody's sleeping on them, so it's all about matchups. You play tough, you play physical, you have players to defend Pana's best players. So why do you fear Pana? Because of the home court? I don't understand. Pana's not a bad matchup for you. I know you lost at home, tough scheduling spot. It's a derby, between Fener and Pana. Anytime they played in the EuroLeague Final Four twice in a row. But matchup-wise, when you have the athleticism to throw at their guards, why do you fear Pana?
I don't know. I have another question for you.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but I have another question for you.
What about the other? What is Monaco thinking? They have no defensive stopper at guard. They have no defensive stopper. So what are they thinking about a potential matchup with Pana?
Yeah.
And
we're talking about Fenerbahce after they lost to Dubai, but they beat Olympiacos at home.
With no Milu.
With no Milutinov, which was a great absence. We're not talking about a role player, we're talking about the basic center.
The best center in the league.
The best center in the league right now. So it will be a different game. No offense to Fener, they have a great team, but it will be a totally different game.
They're a matchup nightmare, Dora. It depends on who they play. But Fener is going to be a tough out. And if they have home court and that defense gets it going, it's not going to be pleasant for anybody.
Let's go. Number 2, I'm ready.
All right, I'll read this one. Oh, you're ready. All right, I'll read this one too. So good evening, Dora and George. Here's my hot take. Pana will not make it to the Athens Final Four. The win over Virtus doesn't fool me. The team is very poorly constructed, and I think by the end of the season, Ataman will leave unless he wins the Greek Basketball League. Because as far as the EuroLeague, I don't see my team lifting the trophy. I really hope I'm wrong, but I don't like this year's Panathinaikos. Thank you very much, Nikita, you're forgetting about one very important element that I've been very vocal about since the start of the season. 2 words, Matthias Lesor. I will accept this if Lesor doesn't come back or he comes back and he's not himself. Matthias Lesor. Okay. Don't count your team out until you see Matthias Lesor on the floor.
Well, hey Nikita, I don't blame me. He's Greek. We're Greek. And we know we overreact. We let our emotions, overtake everything. And every time a Greek team wins, oh my God, we're going to the Final Four. Every time they lose, oh my God, they're terrible. They need additions. They need someone to leave.
I don't disagree with him being worried about all this. My main thing since the start of the year, because Dora, as you know, I do a couple more podcasts. The team needs Matias Lasor. They need him.
Yeah.
Defensively, offensively,
but
they need
big
his
teams,
energy,
but
his
big
leadership.
teams, George, I understand, and I love Matias Lasort, and we all support, his comeback, and we're right there with him. But big teams do not rely on having an excuse that we're missing that player. They try to do something like they did. They brought other players to cover this spot until he's back. So they need to adjust. That's what basketball is, a game of adjustment. When it comes to games, when it comes to
I'm just responding to Nikita.
What I'm going to say is that because a lot of talk has been, around Coach Ataman's statements, and it was something I asked him after the game. I was like, you made all those statements, two things I understand. One is that you believe a lot in yourself. And you know what? He has 3 EuroLeague titles in the past 5 years, no decade. In the past 5 years, and that says a lot with 2 different clubs, what he can do, what kind of coach he is. I'm not here to talk about his resume, but, he's a good coach. There's nothing we can say about it. So he supports himself, he believes in himself, but he also supports his team. And he knows that this group of guys that they selected, they can do a lot of things. And when they're not doing them, because, we all have higher expectations from Panathinaikos because they've showed us that they can play great basketball. When they do not play like that, we're all like, what are they doing? Why do they play like this? Especially in defense. Because let's not forget, they got this title 2 years ago by playing defense.
Real question. You're right about that.
And Matias Lasor was a big part of this puzzle.
So real question right now. So whose fault is it that Omer Yurtseven has to hedge out on defensive pick and roll and then need slow motion to get back and recover on his defender? Whose fault is that?
I understand that.
Is it Omer's fault or is it coach's fault?
No. It's a coach's decision. Of course, nobody
if we're
gets
here,
permission from themselves.
So you and I speak a little bit of Spanish. So if we sit here and try to do a Spanish podcast, it's gonna be a meme.
Yeah, you cannot force Yurtseven to play like Matias Lasort. It's not going to work.
You're sitting here telling me he has 3 EuroLeague titles. He can have 17 EuroLeague titles. If you put Yurtseven to defend like that,
but I don't think it's only the post players' problem when it comes to defense. Defense needs to be consistent. It needs to put much more effort from Panathinaikos players, like they did with Virtus. But they need to be consistent. Not only the post players, the guards as well.
Why is Milutinov in drop coverage for Olympiacos?
He worked on it.
Imagine putting Milutinov in that situation.
I like this debate.
Imagine asking Nicola, dominate on offense.
When Milutinov, or I'm going to take you many years back, but you're young. Anyway, when Kyle Hines joined Olympiacos many years ago, there were a lot of things that Kyle Hines could not do, but he learned how to do through practice.
Pick and roll defense was not one of the things that he couldn't do.
No, I'm just saying, he just learned. You need to adjust. Okay, he learned through the years and he became one of the best defensive players in the league. So now they need to learn, they need to adjust. But also, I'm agreeing with you that Yurtseven cannot play like Matias Lasort. And he never do. So he needs to
Imagine
do
me playing
something else.
pick and roll defense and trying
he
to
can
recover.
He can play flat defense on pick and roll. He can do something else. But I'm not there to decide. I'm just there to report. Another round is coming. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready for not having a double week. And,
well, it's almost a double week because we have the Wednesday game, Olympiacos Partizan.
Listen, I'm going to be sitting home watching you work.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens most of the time.
That's what. Oh no! Hey! Don't disrespect. Hey, man! I gave you all this respect.
I'm sorry. I'm just joking. I was joking. I'm joking.
Well, first of all, I'm not a TV superstar.
It's okay.
It's a difference when you're
getting there.
You know,
You're working next to the right people to get there.
YouTube. No. Spare me with that. But miss me with that BS. So YouTube and then the channel is different. So I'm gonna sit and watch Dora Panteli cook on Playmakers. But
that's gonna be an easy game. That you're gonna watch on Wednesday. Let's move on to our derby of this week. No, it's not a derby.
About this game.
Are you excited?
So excited about this game.
Derby.
The funny thing is, fans for Real and Barca get to watch them play the Super Cup on Sunday.
Exactly.
In football in Abu Dhabi or somewhere in the UAE, wherever they're playing. and then they get to watch basketball. It's really interesting that they play this game after the Spanish League game where Madrid had consecutive wins, and then Barca was able to pull the upset. So it's really, really, this is an anticipated game. Shout out to the editor-in-chief, Mr. Petridis.
Yeah, it is. But let's not forget about this year. The things are totally different for those two teams than they've been the previous years, I'll say. I don't know. There are two teams that we're used to see them on consecutive Final Fours. These past years, I don't know. You know, they changed coaches, they changed players. Real Madrid was renovating a lot.
I'm realizing that we can have so many exciting like imagine a Real Madrid Fener playoff matchup. Ooh, spicy.
Yeah.
That would be great.
I don't know.
For sure one of
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know about Real this year.
Wait. So Madrid. So Madrid Fener. Fener finishes second hypothetically, and Madrid is a 7. So it's not going 5 games.
Oh, it is.
Okay.
It is.
I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
It is. But
I'm gonna battle it out.
I'm more of a
Scratching and
Barca
clawing.
fan this year than I am a Real. I don't know.
Because of Xavi Pascual?
Not because of Xavi. I was telling you about Barcelona before.
Because all the almost
Xavi
40-year-olds?
takes over. Because all of my...
Because of all the veterans?
of the guys that are of my age.
All right, makes sense. All right.
Oh my God. It's okay. We're always talking about ages, and I saw today on our script that we have everybody's age for some reason. I don't know why. 33-year-old Tavares, and why we need to write the numbers?
Still 33?
Age is not, it's just a number. And now we have the tales from the timeline. This week, I'm gonna tell you, George, that I was like, we're gonna start with the first one, of course. I was like, what is going on in that game? I haven't seen that before, but then I was reading that this is the rule for EuroLeague, that if you agree or disagree with something, actually if you disagree with something, you have to go and write it yourself to make sure that it's gonna go through.
But don't the teams have like a team manager or...
I wouldn't trust the team manager to do it.
What are you talking about?
I'm joking, George. I'm just joking.
There needs to be like a GM. There needs to be like a GM or somebody wearing a suit. Obviously, somebody.
Look at
I don't know, man. Like a lawyer or somebody. Like the coach has to do that. Coach has to call out plays.
It's a tough job to be a coach in EuroLeague now.
Defensive coverage, out of bounds plays, after timeout plays, and he has a type
motivational speeches before and after the games.
Have ChatGPT. Have ChatGPT do it. Open AI. Type it up.
Yep. But we need to change this, I think. This is not something that the coach needs to do during a game. Yeah, it's insane.
To whom this may concern, the score is this much, and I haven't done a really good job today, but I don't get it.
But George, this should be the job for the commissioner, that they have in every game. EuroLeague has a person who's appointed for every game.
It's definitely not coach's job. I would be like, if I was the coach, I'd be like, all right, who's the most educated player? You type it up. You type it up, Doc. Who has a master's degree?
But this is something that, let's not see that again. Let's find someone else.
Let's move on to my favorite thing I saw from the EuroLeague this week, by far.
Is it again?
This is the best. This is the best, and this is why I love Billy as a coach, because he understands how to speak to his players. They speak the same language. Been there, done that. Matters so much for younger players right now. And Billy telling them exactly what they need to do on defense. And he's seen it. He's felt it with his eyes and his body. And that's why switch, back him up with your ass. That's how you get the switch, get an easy bucket.
Exactly. We all know how Vasilis communicates with his players. He's been amazing. One thing I love about Vasilis, besides that he stopped playing and then he started working and he has an amazing progress, is that he keeps it real, George.
Yep.
He wore the suit, but he's still a player.
Yeah.
You know, He's been doing an amazing job on and off the court. He's an amazing person to work with. So that's it for today. George, do you have anything else to add? You have to remind something to our fans?
Yeah, make sure to smash that like button and just follow Squeak TV on TikTok and Instagram and all that because they're doing a great job.
I just noticed the teddy bear you wear. I really
like it. You didn't just notice it, Dora. Nobody's buying it.
It's a cool teddy bear with
Nobody's buying what you're selling, Dora. Nobody's buying what you're selling.
So I'm going to be waiting for you next week here.
Yes.
After the Spanish Derby.
Yes.
I want to talk about,
Madrid's winning.
Madrid is winning. Okay, we're going to...
Madrid. Did you give me respect for Fener?
Yeah.
For calling out the Fener win? Okay.
I wasn't expecting that, but I didn't know that Madrid wasn't
you're absolutely
going
right.
to play.
You're absolutely right. I didn't know it either, so that's weird.
So
the other podcast podcast said Ole's going to win.
It's not a double week, but it looks like a double week because we're going to start action with a little bit of action on Wednesday.
I like it when the EuroLeague does
against Partizan against Olympiacos.
I like it when the league does that.
Correct?
Give us a little bit of entertainment.
And then we're going to see you next Sunday. And until then, George, do it.
Until then, see you on the court.
This is my city, yeah, this is my team.